new, we welcome you to this program. Today, Dhamma topics is true property, and we will be guided by Venerable Jeewananda Bhante from the Buddha Meditation Center, Toronto. Before we start, I would like to point out a few important information. Program, you give us your consent for this purpose. The content will be available on IBFC YouTube channel. During Q&A session, if you join via Zoom, please click the raise hand button or type question in the chat box. If you join via YouTube, please type your question in the comments box section. We also ask participants to be present and participate in sitting position and refrain from sleeping or lying down position. And lastly, we encourage participants to do active listening and avoid multitasking. Additionally, I will Venerable Jeewananda Bhante. Bhante Jeewananda's teacher is most Venerable Kiri Bhatgoda Ganananda Thero. Bhante is a monastic under the organization Mahavaišnava Buddhist Monastery, which is founded in 1999 in Sri Lanka by Venerable Kiri Bhatgoda Ganananda Thero. Bhante achieved the highest ordination in 2005. We will start the program with Parita chanting and meditation led by Bhante. Is Bhante here? Okay.
Bhante is joining.
Yeah, Bhante is joining.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya Bhante.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya Bhante.
So everyone, please have your seat position upright and accordingly as we are about to start. Bhante, please kindly start the program. Namo Buddhaya.
Okay, so now we are going to go for refuge to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, observe precepts, and practice some meditation before the Dhamma discussion and Sutta reading. Okay, so please chant with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. Panatipata viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precepts of
abstaining from killing beings.
abstaining from killing beings.
Adinadana viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precepts of
abstaining from stealing.
abstaining from stealing.
Kāmesu micchāchārā viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kamesu michachara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precepts of
abstaining from sexual misconduct.
abstaining from sexual misconduct.
Musāvādā viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musawada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precepts of
abstaining from telling lies.
abstaining from telling lies.
Suramere majjapamadatthana viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Sura meraya maja pamadatana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precepts of
abstaining from taking
abstaining from taking
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
I follow these precepts
I follow these precepts
for happiness in this life,
for happiness in this life,
for rebirth in heaven,
for rebirth in heaven,
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation.
in this Gautama Buddha dispensation.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu.
sadhu. Okay, now we are going to recollect the qualities of the Supreme Buddha, the amazing qualities of our Blessed One. So let's chant with confident hearts. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi sattha deva manussanam Buddha Bhagavati. Such indeed is the Blessed One, Arahant Worthy One, supremely enlightened, endowed with knowledge and virtue, follower of the noble path, knower of worlds, the peerless trainer of persons, teacher of gods and humans, the enlightened teacher, the blessed one. Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo vinyōhiti. Well taught by the Blessed One is the Dhamma, visible here and now, timeless, open to all, learned and applied to oneself, understood by the wise, each for himself. Now we chant the qualities of the Mahasangha, the noble community of the monks. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Sāmīca patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani atta purisa pungala esa bhagavato savaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati. Of pure conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of upright conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of wise conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of generous conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Those four pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals, that is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. They are worthy of offerings. They are worthy of hospitality. They are worthy of gifts. They are worthy of reverential salutations, an incomparable field of merit for the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now we are going to chant the powerful Ratana Sutta, especially to receive blessings for all of our lives and to bless our parents, relatives, friends, and all beings around the world in this difficult time period. The entire world is suffering from this global pandemic. And so we are going to chant the Ratana Sutta, share merit with them, and share the blessings with all beings, and also by the truth of the word of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, may all beings enjoy long life, good health, and may everybody who is sick achieve speedy recovery from coronavirus, and may all beings enjoy peace and happiness. So with that compassionate heart, let's spread loving kindness to all beings while chanting the Ratana Sutta, and bless all of our friends and all the beings in the world. Yani bhutani samagatani බුම්මානි වායානිව අන්තලික්ඛේ සබ්බේව භූතා සුමනා භවන්තු අතෝ පිසක්කච්ච සුනන්තු භාසිතං තස්මාහි භූතානි සාමේත සබ්බේ මෙත්තං කරෝත මානුසියා පජාය දිවාචරත්තෝ ච හරන්ති බලින් තස්මාහි නේරක්ඛත අප්පමත්තා යං කිංචි විත්තං නිධවා උරං වා සග්ගේසු ආයං රතනං පනීතං නනෝ සමං අත්ථි තථාගතේන ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවච්චි හෝතු හයං විරාගං අමතං පනීතං යදද්ධගා සංඛ්‍ය මුනි සමාහිතෝ නතේන ධම්මේන සමත්ථි කිංචි ඉදම්පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යම් බුද්ධ සෙට්ඨෝ පරිවන්නයි සුචින් සමාධිමානන්තරිකඤ්ඤමාහු සමාධිනාතේන සමෝන විජ්ජති ඉදම්පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු ඒ පුංගලාට සතං පසත්තා චත්තාරි ඒතානි යුගානි හොන්ති තේ දක්ඛිනේයා සුගතස්ස ශාවකා ඒතේසු දින්නානි මහඵලානි ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යේ සුප්පයුත්තා මනසා දල්ලේන නික්ඛාමිනෝ ගෞතම සාසනම්මි තේ පත්තිපත්තා අමතං විගයහ ලද්ධා මුධා නිබ්බුතින් භුඤ්ජමානා ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යතින්ද කීලෝ පඨවින් සිතෝ සියා චතුබ්බේවාතේ භියසම්පකම්පියෝ තතුපමං සම්පුරිසං වදාමි යෝ අරිය සච්චානි අවෙච්ච පස්සති ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යේ අරිය සච්චානි විභාවයන්ති ගම්භීර පඤ්ඤේන සුදේසිතානි කිංචාපිතේ හොන්ති භුසප්පමත්තා නතේ භවං අට්ඨමං ආදියන්ති ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු සහවස්ස දස්සන සම්පදාය තයස්සු ධම්මා ජහිතා භවಂತಿ සක්කාය දිට්ඨි විචිකිච්ඡිතං ච සීලබ්බතං වාපි යදත්ථි කිංචි චතුහපායේ ච විප්පමුත්තෝ චචාභිඨානානි අභබ්බෝ කාතුං ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු කිංචාපි සෝ කම්මං කරෝති පාපකං Kayena vacha udacetasa abhabbo sotassa paticchadaya abhabbata ditta padassa vutta idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu Vanapagumbe yatha pussitange gimhanamase pathamasmin gimme tatupamang dhamma varang adesai nibbanagaming paramang hitai idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu Varo aranyo varado araharo anuttaro dhamma varang adesai idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu kinang puranang navang natti sambhavang viratta cinta ayatike bhavasming Tekina bija virulhichanda Nibbanti dhira yathayam padipo Idampi sanghe ratanang panithang Etena saccena suvatti hotu Yani bhutani samagatani Bummani vayani vantalikhe Tathagatan deva manusa pujitang Buddhang namasama suvatti hotu Yani bhutani samagatani Bummani vayani vantalikhe Tathagatan deva manusa pujitang Dhammang namasama suvatti hotu Yani bhutani samagatani Bummani vayani vantalikhe Tathagatan deva manusa pujitang Sanghang namasama suvatti hotu By this truth May there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, now we are going to practice the Vipassana meditation, following the instructions of the Buddha. And this meditation especially helps us to understand the true nature of this life and to abandon the identity view, the Sakkaya Ditthi, and as a result, those who practice this meditation will be able to understand the stages of enlightenment, understanding the true nature of the dependent origination, cause and effect mechanism. So this is a powerful Vipassana meditation taught by the Buddha. And you can find lots of instructions about this meditation if you read the discourses of the Samyutta Nikaya Salayatana chapter, the chapter on the six sense bases. Now I'm going to do the guided meditation, and please listen silently and follow me and try to investigate and analyze each and every sense faculty and their the mechanism of the cause and effect mechanism, how things arise, how things pass away, and how things dependently arisen, and the impermanence of the things, the nature of non-self, and the nature of the suffering, the inherent suffering of all conditioned things. First, we are going to investigate the seeing process. This I is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, I is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Visual objects are conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, visual objects are impermanent, subject to change. They are not mine, not I am, not myself. When we open our eyes and there are visual objects, the cognizing happens, which is consciousness, I consciousness. I consciousness is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, I consciousness is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Seeing and visual object means meeting of three things: meeting of I, visual object, and I consciousness, which is called eye contact. Eye contact is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Ear is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, ear is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Now we are investigating the hearing process. Sounds are conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, sounds are impermanent, subject to change. Sounds are not mine, not I am, not myself. Ear consciousness is conditioned by impermanent causes. Ear consciousness is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Meeting of ear, sound, and ear consciousness, which is ear contact. Ear contact is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, ear contact is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Next, we are going to investigate smelling process. Nose is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, nose is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Smells are conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, smells are impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Dependent on nose and smell, nose consciousness arises. Nose consciousness is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, nose consciousness is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Meeting of nose, smell, and nose consciousness is nose contact. Nose contact is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, nose contact is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Next, we are going to investigate the tasting process. Tongue is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, tongue is impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Tastes are conditioned conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, tastes are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Dependent on nose and smell, dependent on tongue and taste. Tongue consciousness arises. Tongue consciousness is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, tongue consciousness is impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Meeting of tongue, taste, and consciousness is tongue contact. Tongue contact is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, tongue contact is impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Next, we are going to investigate the true nature of sensation process. Body is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, body is impermanent, subject to change. Body is not mine, not I am, not myself. Tangibles are conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, tangibles are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Dependent on body and tangible, body consciousness arises. Body consciousness is impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Meeting of body, tangible, and consciousness is body contact. Body contact is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, body contact is impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. So we are going to investigate the true nature of thinking process. Mind is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, mind is impermanent, subject to change. It is not mine, not I am, not myself. Thoughts are conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, thoughts are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Dependent on mind and thought, mind consciousness arises. Mind consciousness is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, mind consciousness is impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Meeting of mind, thought, and consciousness is mind contact. Mind contact is conditioned by impermanent causes. Therefore, mind contact is impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Because of eye contact, feelings arise. Happy feelings arise, painful feelings arise, and neutral feelings arise. When contact changes, feeling changes. Therefore, all the feelings born of eye contact are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Because of ear contact, happy feelings arise, painful feelings arise, and neutral feelings arise. When contact changes, feeling changes. Therefore, all the feelings born of ear contact are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Because of nose contact, happy feelings arise, painful feelings arise, and neutral feelings arise. When contact changes, feeling changes. Therefore, all the feelings born of non-contact are impermanent, subject to change, not mine, not I am, not myself. Because of tongue contact, happy feelings arise, painful feelings arise, and neutral feelings arise. When contact changes, feeling changes. Therefore, all the feelings born of tongue contact are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Because of body contact, happy feelings arise, painful feelings arise, and neutral feelings arise. When contact changes, feeling changes. Therefore, all the feelings born of body contact are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. Because of mind contact, happy feelings arise, painful feelings arise, and neutral feelings arise. When contact changes, feeling changes. Therefore, all the feelings born of mind contact are impermanent, subject to change. Not mine, not I am, not myself. All the happy feelings are subject to change, impermanent, subject to change. All the painful feelings are subject to change, impermanent. All the neutral feelings are subject to change. They are impermanent. Feelings are impermanent, impermanent, impermanent. All the feelings are impermanent, impermanent, impermanent. Slowly and gradually stop your meditation. Appreciating the instructions of a fully enlightened Buddha, rejoicing in the powerful good karma of mental development, and sharing merit with all beings. Slowly and gradually stop your meditation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I think Lenny, next we have the sutta reading. So
Yeah.
do you have them friends to share the suttas with
Yes.
us?
Yes. We have three Kalyana Mitta Bante, Axel, Hazel, and Robert. They will read some sutta for us.
Okay, good.
And the first one will be Axel. Axel, will you read? We read Itiwutaka 74 Putta Sutta, sons and daughters. Axel, please start your reading.
Yes, I will.
Namo Buddhaya, Axel.
Nama Buddhaya Bante. Today I'm reading Itiwutaka 74 Putta Sutta. Sons and daughters. The Buddha explains the three kinds of sons and daughters in the world. This discourse was taught by the Blessed One, taught by the Arahant, the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. This is as I heard. Monks. There are these three kinds of sons and daughters in the world. What three? The higher kind, the similar kind, and the lower kind. Now, what, monks, is the higher kind of son or daughter? Monks, in this instance, a son or daughter's parents have not gone for refuge to the Buddha, have not gone for refuge to the Dhamma, and have not gone for refuge to the Sangha. They do not abstain from killing beings, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, and from drinking liquors that cause intoxication and negligence. They are unvirtuous and have bad conduct. However, their son or daughter has gone for refuge to the Buddha, and has gone for refuge to the Dhamma, and has gone for refuge to the Sangha. He or she abstains from killing beings, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, and from drinking liquors that cause intoxication and negligence. This, monks, is the higher kind of son or daughter. Now, what, monks, is the similar kind of son or daughter? Monks, in this instance, a son or daughter's parents have gone for refuge to the Buddha, have gone for refuge to the Dhamma, and have gone for refuge to the Sangha. They abstain from killing beings, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, and from drinking liquors that cause intoxication and negligence. They are virtuous and have good conduct. Their son or daughter also has gone for refuge to the Buddha, has gone for refuge to the Dhamma, and has gone for refuge to the Sangha. He or she abstains from killing beings, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, and from drinking liquors that cause intoxication and negligence. This, monks, is the similar kind of son or daughter. Now, what, monks, is the lower kind of son or daughter? Monks, in this instance, a son or daughter's parents have gone for refuge to the Buddha, have gone for refuge to the Dhamma, and have gone for refuge to the Sangha. They abstain from killing beings, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, and from drinking liquors that cause intoxication and negligence. They are virtuous and have good conduct. However, the son or daughter has not gone for refuge to the Buddha, has not gone for refuge to the Dhamma, and does not gone for refuge to the Sangha. He or she does not abstain from killing beings, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, and from drinking liquors that cause intoxication and negligence. This, monks, is the lower kind of son or daughter. And this is the meaning of what the Blessed One said. So with regard to this, it was said, a wise parent hopes for a child of higher kind or similar kind. Parents do not hope for a lower kind of child who destroys the family. But higher kind and similar kind of children are the blessed children of the world. They are lay followers of the Buddha. They possess confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. They are virtuous and generous. They are always ready to help those in need. They shine forth in a group of people like the moon freed from clouds. This too is the meaning of what was said by the Blessed One. This is exactly as I heard.
So,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We rejoice in your sutta reading, Axel, and all of us with kind hearts bless you. That's a beautiful sutta. And Axel, what did you learn from the sutta when you were reading?
I learned that there are three like main groups of children, or like yeah. So there is the higher kind, the similar kind, and the lower kind. So the higher kind, so the children observe the Dhamma, do the precepts, they observe, they go for
Also,
refuge.
they are generous, right?
But the parents do not. And then the similar kind is both the parents and the children go for refuge, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and observe all 5 precepts. And the lower kind is the parents observe, go for refuge to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and they observe the precepts, but the children do not. So yeah, wise parents want higher kind or similar kinds.
Can you be a higher kind or a similar kind, son, to your parents?
I'll try my best.
Okay, that's a very good answer. So that way your parents will be very happy, right? And Buddha teaches that is the kind of son that the wise parents hope for, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so please continue to read suttas, study suttas, discuss with your parents, and share these beautiful teachings with the world. And we wholeheartedly bless you again. Excellent, okay?
Okay, the next one, Anuwadana accepting. Thank you. So the next one will be Hazel. Hazel will read Itiwutaka Sutta 41, Panapari-hani Sutta, Decline of Wisdom. Hazel, you can start reading the sutta.
Nama Budaya Bante. Today
Now
I'll be
Buddha Hazel.
line of wisdom. Beings who develop noble wisdom grows in worldly and spiritual prosperity. This discourse was taught by the Blessed One, taught by the Arahant, the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. This is as I heard. Monks, those beings who lack noble wisdom are completely failing from worldly and spiritual prosperity. They have to suffer in this life, troubled, distressed, and despaired. And rebirth in the plane of misery is to be expected at the breakup of the body after death. Monks, those beings who develop noble wisdom are growing in worldly and spiritual prosperity. They live happily in this present life, untroubled, unstressed, and undespaired, and rebirth in the plane of misery, plane of bliss, is to be expected at the breakup of the body after death. This is the meaning of what the Blessed One said. So with regard to this, it was said, look at this world with its gods, lacking in wisdom and enveloped in mentality and materiality. Beings who have clung to their wrong views, thinking this is the only truth. The wisdom which leads to the penetration of the ending of birth and existence is the best thing in the world. Gods and humans hold dear the supreme Buddhas who are ever mindful, possessed of joyous wisdom, and bear their final bodies. This too is the meaning of what was said by the Blessed One. This is exactly as I heard.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Heli, so we rejoice in your sutta reading and bless you again. So this is a very powerful sutta and also deep, right? So Buddha praises developing noble wisdom, right? So can you think of some ways how to gain that noble wisdom? Because Buddha teaches if you develop noble wisdom, you can live happily in this present life. So what are the benefits of gaining noble wisdom according to the sutta, according to the Buddha's knowledge? What are the benefits?
You will be untroubled, unstressed, and
there. Don't we need that? Don't we need those benefits?
Yes.
We really need, right? Not to be untroubled, unstressed, undespaired, a peaceful, happy life, right? That's everybody's goal in life. And what are the other benefits? Buddha teaches they are growing in.
They're growing in worldly and spiritual prosperity.
Yeah, so that's also very good benefits of having noble wisdom. And another benefit?
Rebirth in the plane of bliss is to be expected.
That's very powerful, very beneficial one, right? Because it's very sad after death if we are reborn in the plane of misery, right? So what are the planes of misery?
That they have to suffer in this life, troubled, distressed, and despaired.
So what's the meaning of plane of misery? Examples? What are those worlds, miserable worlds to be born?
Sickness,
Like
or sickness.
What are the miserable worlds? Like we know human world, heavenly world, hell, animal world, ghost world, and like that we talk about worlds, right? So what are the miserable worlds as categorized by the Buddha? Painful worlds.
The ghost world.
Ghost world.
And hell.
Ghost world, animal world, and hell. So those who have noble wisdom, will they be reborn in those painful worlds?
No.
No. And where are they going to be reborn?
In the God's world, in the heaven world, and in the human world.
Very good. In the human world and in the heavenly world. So what are some of the ways to gain noble wisdom? Now we understand it is very, very helpful to us, right? So what are the ways of gaining noble wisdom? Shouldn't we think of the ways, okay, if noble wisdom is that helpful to my life, it gives so many benefits to my life. So how should I gain the noble wisdom? Did you think about it when you were reading this sutta?
Not really sure.
Okay, but anyway, we can discuss now. So what are some of the ways to gain noble wisdom? Can you think of ways? Can we gain noble wisdom by studying mathematics or science? What do you think?
Well,
What should we study to gain noble wisdom?
You could learn the Dhamma.
Very good. You should definitely read the Dhamma, study the Dhamma, right? Because Noble wisdom means the knowledge of the Four Noble Truths. To learn about the noble truths, Four Noble Truths, we definitely should study the teachings of the Buddha, right? And also, to noble wisdom means knowledge about good and bad, knowledge about wholesome and unwholesome, right? Knowledge about meditation, knowledge about precepts, knowledge about the true nature of this life. Everything is about noble wisdom. So the best place, the only place to learn about noble wisdom, to gain noble wisdom, is to study the teachings of the
Dhamma.
Buddha. Yeah, Dhamma, the Dhamma, Buddha's teaching. Very good. And again, we are very grateful for teaching this, sharing this sutta with all of us. And it's a very powerful sutta. It teaches us so many important things, and it encourages us to learn more and more Dhamma. Okay, Harry, so we bless you again. May you enjoy long life, happiness and peace. Okay. So,
Anumodana, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Anumodana Hazel. The next one will be Robert. Robert will read Itu Utaka Fourth Kodar Sutta, Anger. Robert, please start the reading the sutta.
Anger. The Buddha explains how abandoning anger can lead to non-returning. This discourse was taught by the Blessed One, taught by the Arahant, the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. This is as I heard. Abandon one quality, monks, and I guarantee you non-returning. What is that one quality? Anger is that one quality, monks. Abandon that, and I guarantee you non-returning. This is the meaning of what the Blessed One said. So with regard to this, it was said, being enraged with anger will be reborn in the plane of misery. But having understood anger with developed wisdom, those with insight to abandon. By abandoning it, they never return to this world. This too is the meaning of what was said by the Blessed One. This is exactly as I heard.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Robert, we rejoice in your sutta reading, and we bless you. And that's a very beautiful sutta, and much merit for sharing these amazing teachings with all of us. So, as we realize, Robert, is anger good thing or bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing, and we are supposed to abandon it, right?
Yes.
What's the meaning of abandon?
Leave it behind.
Yeah, giving it up, right? Give it up.
What?
Don't keep it, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, and we learn here a word called non-returning. Non-returning. What is the non-returning? Do you have any idea? It is one stage of enlightenment. You know, Buddha has taught about four stages of enlightenment. Do you know which one is this? Non-returning? First one, second one, third one, fourth one. Which one?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so you can learn today, Robert. Non-returning means third stage of enlightenment. Which one is that?
The third one?
Third one. Non-returning means third stage of enlightenment. So Buddha guarantees that if you give up anger, if you abandon anger, Buddha guarantees you the third stage of enlightenment. That means you can definitely attain the third stage of enlightenment.
Okay.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yes.
To attain the stages of enlightenment. And what are the benefits according to the Buddha? What are the benefits of abandoning anger according to this sutta? Like, what is the danger of having anger? You see,
Develop. The danger is getting bad karma.
getting bad karma, and as a result, you will be reborn in
The plane of misery.
plane of misery. And what are the examples for plane of misery? Painful worlds. What are the
Ghost world and an animal world.
Very good. So should we try to be born in those worlds, or should we avoid?
We should avoid it.
We should avoid those worlds, right? And okay, very good. So what are the ways that we can use to abandon anger? Do you know how to do that? How to abandon anger? Because normally everybody gets angry, right, Robert?
Yes.
So what techniques can we use to abandon anger?
Meditation.
Very good. What is that? Do you remember the names of any meditations? Really helps?
No.
Loving kindness.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so
loving kindness.
loving kindness meditation is the powerful tool to fight with anger, right, Robert?
Yes.
So today can you have a plan, or can all the kids have a plan starting from today? If you already don't have, can you have a plan to practice loving kindness meditation every day? Is that a good plan?
Yes.
Okay, so please practice loving kindness meditation, abandon anger, and attain the state of non-returning, be an anagami, and also attain the arhat state and escape from all the bad things and attain true happiness. Okay, so we bless all of you. May you have the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So one of the Kalyanamitas have a question. What is your question?
Okay. So, Robert explained the sutta about how if you abandon anger, it's guaranteed non-returning. But I also read a sutta about if you abandon greed, then it's guaranteed non-returning. So do you only have to get rid of one bad quality and then it's guaranteed non-returning? So if there's anger, if you get rid of anger, if you get rid of greed, I'm just assuming that if you get rid of jealousy or any other thing, or envy or any other thing like that, any other bad quality, is it guaranteed non-returning?
Okay, so that's a good question. So you can't have greediness and abandon anger and become a non-returning exile. So you have to abandon both greediness and anger to become a non-returner. And also you have to weaken, that means reduce some of the main bad qualities, negative qualities. For example, as you explained, jealousness, right? And also other bad qualities. So you have to reduce a lot of those negative qualities, such as desire for beautiful things, desire for worldly pleasures, greediness, anger. Yes, it's a lots of abandoning of bad qualities. That means when you attain the third stage of enlightenment, non-returning, you have already developed so many good qualities, so many noble qualities, such as generosity, kindness. And think about this, like when you abandon anger completely, what kind of heart you will have? Like a kind, compassionate heart, right?
And
No
then
one
that,
yeah, no one can make you angry. Like nothing in this world can make you angry. So what is left in your heart? It's just kindness, forgiveness, patience. So you gain lots of noble qualities when you attain the third stage of enlightenment, right?
yes, yes. So if you abandon anger, then let's say you won't be really jealous at people, because like if you're already at the third stage of enlightenment, then
Mhm.
you've already like reduced it so much to
Correct.
like it's essentially you don't feel that anymore.
Yeah, because you are one step behind the last the fourth stage of enlightenment, right? So one step
Mhm.
behind. So that means you are very, very close to the final enlightenment, to become a liberated one, to become an arahant. That means with zero bad qualities and with full of good qualities. You are very close to that stage. You are right. When you become a non-returner, you have already given up lots and lots of bad qualities. That means you are a beautiful person. You have a beautiful heart with full of noble qualities, right?
Mhm.
Very good. So
Well,
do you have a plan to become a non-returner?
I'm not quite sure, like the step in every single step. Like
Yeah, gradual path, right?
I have a feeling that deserves a Dhamma talk of its own.
Yeah. So, and can you can you at least focus on this one quality called anger? So you can,
Mhm. Yeah.
eventually abandon anger and become a non-returner.
I get angry at my brother a lot. A lot.
So okay, now you had to work hard to become to get to the non-returning, the third stage of enlightenment, don't you?
Mm-hmm. It's really hard not to get angry at him.
Not to get angry at your brother and with anybody. Always smile, live with a smile, forgiving others, with lots of patience, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling I
Yeah,
have a
you
feeling
can.
you'll take a long time to do that.
That's okay, but we have a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful path to practice, right? Taught by the Buddha. And so it is possible. It's not impossible.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a very good lesson for all of us. So, dear Dhamma friends, Buddha's message to all the lay people to have the goal to attain the third stage of enlightenment, which is non-returning in this life before death. To attain the third stage of enlightenment, Buddha says, set up that goal in your life. If you set up that goal, you can gradually reach that. At least you are working hard and you have that goal, that aim in your life. And for the monks and nuns, Buddha asked them to set up the goal of becoming an arahant in this life. So you have a goal in this life. A monk has a goal, a nun has a goal to be an arahant, to attain the fourth stage of enlightenment in this very life. So that's how Buddha asked his disciples to have goals. One goal for lay people, another goal for monks and nuns. So they are very higher goals, but there is a gradual path to attain those stages of enlightenment. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now we are going to use another beautiful sutta for our Dhamma discussion. This sutta is about true poverty and how to escape from poverty. So let me share the sutta with you. Okay, I think now you can see see my screen, the sutta. The name of the sutta is Inner Sutta, Debt. This is from the numerical discussions of the Buddha, Anguttara Nikaya. Okay, so now we can read the sutta and discuss very important things about our life. Who is going to read first? Can we call Anamitas to read the sutta and collect lots of good karma?
Bhante, I will read.
Okay, Barry, you can start reading.
Debt. Mendicants, isn't poverty suffering in the world for a person who enjoys sensual pleasure? Yes, sir. When a poor, penniless person falls into debt, isn't it being in debt also suffering in the world for a person who enjoys sensual pleasures? Yes, sir. When a poor person who has fallen into debt agrees to pay interest, isn't the interest also suffering in the world for a person who enjoys sensual pleasures? Yes, sir. When a poor person who has fallen into debt and agreed to pay interest fails to pay it when it falls due, they get a warning. Isn't being warned suffering in the world for a person who enjoys sensual pleasures? Yes, sir. When a poor person fails to pay after getting a warning, they're prosecuted. Isn't being prosecuted suffering in the world for a person who enjoys sensual pleasures? Yes, sir. When a poor person fails to pay after being prosecuted, they're imprisoned. Isn't being imprisoned suffering in the world for a person who enjoys sensual pleasures? Yes, sir. So mendicants, poverty, debt, interest, warnings, prosecution, and imprisonment are suffering in the world for those who enjoy sensual pleasures. In the same way, whoever has no faith, conscience, prudence, energy, and wisdom when it comes to skillful qualities is called poor and penniless in the training of the noble one.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We rejoice in your sutta reading, Barry, and bless you. Isn't it a beautiful sutta with a beautiful simile, a beautiful story, right? Buddha starts with a beautiful story, very applicable to everybody's life and very relevant to any time period. So it's Buddha asks, the person who enjoys sense pleasures means ordinary person, like who likes to earn money, buy houses, buy vehicles, to enjoy with the family, like a normal person, like everybody likes those things. So, and in order to enjoy those sense pleasures, worldly pleasures, because he is poor in the first place, because of his poverty, what happens? He has to find money. Now, what is the way he has chosen to find money?
Borrow.
To get, borrow money, all right, to get a mortgage, right? Get a loan. So now he has to pay interest for that, and he's unable to pay the interest, and then they warn him, right? If you don't pay this, you're going to be in jail and prosecution, imprisonment, right? Finally, he ended up in a jail because he did not pay the loan back. So that's painful. Buddha teaches in the same way, whoever has no faith in the Buddha, whoever has no faith, no confidence in the enlightenment of the Buddha is a poor person. That is the true poverty. According to the knowledge of the Buddha, that's the true poverty. Because we are going to learn the danger of that poverty, that danger of not having the confidence in the teachings of the Buddha about good and bad things, about wholesome and unwholesome qualities, that danger is greater than the ordinary poverty. Because of ordinary poverty, you have to eat some food that is not delicious. You have to live in a small house or apartment, or maybe some person is homeless because there is no place to live, no good clothing, but still that person can have faith in the Buddha. So Buddha, according to Buddha knowledge, he is not poor. He is a rich person. Buddha, if somebody has confidence in the knowledge of the Buddha, he is not poor. He is adaliddo titangahu. He is not poor. Amoghang tassa jivitang. His life is not in vain. He is a rich person. So what are the other qualities of a true poor person? Not having faith, not having energy to abandon unwholesome qualities, to abandon bad qualities, right? Not having energy and effort to cultivate wholesome qualities, to develop wholesome qualities, Shraddha, Virya, and not having mindfulness about the true nature of life, not having energy, effort, and Panya, not having wisdom. And also Saddha Hiri, Ottappa. Hiri means not having shame to do bad things. He is not ashamed of doing bad things. And also Ottappa means he is not afraid of doing bad things, like killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, hurting others, getting angry, holding wrong views. He's not afraid. So not having saddha, not having hiri, not having ottappa, not having virya, and not having panya. This is the poverty. This is the true poverty, right? As Buddha realized, this poverty will do greater harm to that person's life. And we are going to learn about that. Okay, so now what is he going to do? Now he is the person with true poverty. He's the true poor person. So Harry, what is the meaning of true poverty? What is the true poor person as Buddha realized?
The true poverty is somebody who has no faith, no conscience, no prudence, no energy, and no wisdom.
Yeah, so that means no faith, no shame of wrongdoing, no fear of wrongdoing, no effort to do good things, and no wisdom, right?
Yes, yes, Bhante.
That's the true poverty. So what is happening to him now? Are you going to read?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Since they have no faith, conscience, prudence, energy.
Can you use the shame of wrongdoing and fear of wrongdoing instead of conscience and prudence?
I'm sorry, Bhante.
Can you replace conscience with shame of wrongdoing and prudence with fear of wrongdoing? Then you read.
Okay. Yeah. So since they have no faith, I'm sorry. Shame and
of wrongdoing. Shame of wrongdoing.
Shame of wrongdoing, energy or wisdom when it comes to skillful qualities. They do bad things by way of body, speech, and mind. This is how they are in debt, I say. In order to...
So this is the danger. This is the danger. If you don't have confidence in the teachings of the Buddha, and if you don't have shame and fear of wrongdoing, if you don't have energy to abandon bad qualities and to develop good qualities, and if you don't have wisdom, what will happen? You will do bad things, more bad things with body, speech, and mind. And what is this? It's like taking a mortgage, right?
Yes, Bhante.
It's like taking a loan, Buddha says. Now Buddha using that story to explain what is going to happen to this person. Okay, no, you can keep reading.
Okay. In order to conceal the bad things they do by way of body, speech, and mind, they harbor corrupt wishes. They wish, plan, speak, and act with the thought, may no one find me out. This is how they pay interest, I say.
Okay, so what is
Good-hearted-
the interest of that poor person? After doing a bad things, he wants to conceal, he wants to hide it. Conceal means hiding. Okay, and some children do bad things and they want to hide it from their parents.
Yes.
They think, okay, now I have hidden, nobody knows I did that, and they have this thought, may no one find me out, and they are happy thinking, oh, nobody knew that I was doing that bad thing. But Buddha teaches, like, even others, like, even though others don't know, you know that you did the bad thing. And Buddha teaches that is like paying interest, because it's in your heart and you feel guilty and you feel regret about it, you feel remorseful, you are sad about it. It's like paying interest after doing a bad thing. What is the paying interest? Trying to hide it.
Hide.
Okay, what happens next?
Okay. Good-hearted spiritual companions say this about them. This venerable acts like this and behaves like that. This is how they're warned, I say.
Okay, so warning means, like in the previous story, Buddha explained what is the warning. The people who gave you the loan chase after you. Okay, you took loan from us, now you have to give that back. You borrowed money, you have to repay, otherwise we are going to take legal actions. We are going to put you in jail. Like that, if you do bad things, the other wise people, other friends talk about you. Oh, look at that person, this is what he has done, this is what he is doing. And that is like a warning.
Yeah,
right?
cannot be trusted.
So if he continues doing like this, he's going to make powerful bad karma, and that is not good for his rebirth. When others talk about that bad person like that, it's like warning coming.
And they cannot be trusted too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when they go to a wilderness, the root of a tree or an empty hut, they're beset by remorseful, unskillful thoughts. This is how they're prosecuted, I say.
Oh, so now what happens? Even though you are hiding from the world, your heart knows what you did. So when you go to, like, when you are in the midst of people, midst of friends, when you are in a party, enjoying with others, you may be smiling, laughing, and show a happy face. But when you go home, when you are alone in your room, when you are about to sleep, all the memories will come and envelop you. And the mind will tell you, this is what you did, this is what you said, this is not right, this is very bad, you made powerful bad karma. Okay, that remorse is like being prosecuted, taking legal actions, right, against you. Next.
Okay. That poor, penniless person has done bad things by way of body, speech, and mind. When their body breaks up after death, they're trapped in the prison of hell or the animal realm. I don't see a single prison that's as brutal, as vicious, and such an obstacle to reaching the supreme sanctuary as the prison of hell or the animal realm.
Okay, so that is very sad, that is very dangerous. Buddha teaches now, as a true poor person, not having faith in the teachings of the Buddha and not having shame and fear of wrongdoing, and maybe because he was with bad friends and he didn't have energy to abandon unwholesome qualities, he didn't have wisdom. Because of that, he did bad things with body, speech, and mind, and he hid them, concealed them, and he suffered in this life with thoughts of remorse and regret, and a bad reputation spread about him in this in this life. So he suffered a lot in this very life. But after death, what happens? He is trapped in the prison of hell or the animal world. So that's his rebirth. Buddha considers hell and the animal world is like a prison. And also Buddha stressed that it is the most dangerous prison in the world. One day, when Buddha was asked about some prisoners who were bound with some metal chains and ropes, monks asked the Buddha, Bhante, they are very unfortunate, they are very unlucky people, this is how they are suffering, loss of punishment. Buddha said, oh, that is, that's not the most dangerous prison, because they will get the freedom maybe after 2 years or after 5 years, 10 years, they will go back to the normal society and live as normal people. But the most dangerous prison is to be born in hell or animal world after committing bad deeds, because it's very difficult to get freedom, to be free from that world, because you're not doing any good actions in that world. If you escape from those worlds, those prisons called hell or animal world, then good karma you did in past lives should come to the surface and bring you out of that world. You cannot do any good actions or make good karma as a hell being and as an animal. That's very sad. And Buddha teaches it is the most dangerous place. The hell and the animal world is for a person who wishes to attain the enlightenment. Supreme sanctuary means nibbana. So, Mata, you have a question?
Yes, Bante, I just want to clarify what you just said for me to understand properly. So the association with people that you can kind of name them like toxic or do unwholesome actions, and you are not doing unwholesome action, but you are a witness. You say you don't have the bravery to release yourself from the situation. You're still creating negative karma. Is that what you're saying?
Just by not just by association, but that association will put you in danger, because you will imitate their actions, because we are conditioned by the environment, by the people who are around us. So you are in big danger, because even though you don't do bad things, your friends are doing, right?
Right. So kind of like we are all interconnected, and
yeah. One day you will follow that way.
Right.
It's not easy to live in the midst of the people who do bad things and we not doing bad things. It's very difficult. That's why we need to be with people who do good actions. And Buddha teaches in another sutta, in the Iti Uttaka, okay, even if you don't do bad things, but still if you live with the people who do bad actions, but you don't imitate them, you are very determined, you protect yourself, but Buddha teaches still there is a reason why you should avoid that association. The reason is that having fear of spreading bad name about you, people will suspect you of doing of committing bad things, because they see these other people do these bad things and you are with them. So wise people will think, okay, so that means this person, or maybe he is also, she is also doing these bad things. So a bad reputation will spread in the society. So Buddha asked us to have the fear of bad reputation and avoid that association, even though you don't imitate their actions. Did you get that?
Yes, Bante, I understand. Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, so Buddha summarizes the sutta with beautiful stanzas. Who's going to read?
Bante, can I try to read? Poverty is said to be suffering in the world, and so is being in debt. A poor person who has fallen into debt frets even when spending the loan, and then they are persecuted or even thrown in jail. Such imprisonment is true suffering for someone who prays for pleasure and possessions. In the same way, in the Noble One's training, whoever has no faith, no shame of wrongdoing, or the dread of fear of wrongdoing, contemplates bad deeds. After doing bad things by way of body, speech, and mind, they wish, may no one find me out. Their behavior is creepy by body, speech, and mind. They pile up bad deeds on and on, life after life. That stupid evildoer, knowing their own misdeeds, is a poor person who has fallen into debt and frets even when spending the loan. And when in village or wilderness, they are persecuted by painful mental plans which are born of remorse. That stupid evildoer, knowing their own misdeeds, goes to one of the animal realms or is trapped in hell. Such imprisonment is true suffering, from which a wise one is released. With confident heart, they give with wealth that is properly earned. That faithful householder wins both ways, welfare and benefit in this life, and happiness in the next. This is how, for a householder, merit grows by generosity. In the same way, in the Noble One's training, whoever is grounded in faith, with shame of wrongdoing and fear of wrongdoing, wise and ethically restrained, is said to live happily. In the Noble One's training, after gaining spiritual bliss, they concentrate on equanimity. They give up the 5 hindrances, constantly energetic, and enter the absorptions, unified, alert, and mindful, truly knowing in this way the end of all fetters. By not grasping in any way, their mind is rightly free. To that poised one, rightly freed with the end of the fetters of rebirth, the knowledge comes. My freedom is unshakable. This is the ultimate knowledge. This is the supreme happiness, sorrowless, stainless, secure. This is the highest freedom from death.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Linda, we rejoice in your reading. It is a beautiful sutta, isn't it?
It's beautiful, Mante.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, amazing knowledge of the Buddha. So what is the solution to escape from this danger? To be a rich person, right? How to be rich?
To gain wisdom.
No, not only wisdom. Gain 5
Virtue.
qualities. Gain 5 qualities. What are they? Shraddha, Faith in the enlightenment of the Buddha. This is the real wealth for a person. Second one, shame of wrongdoing. Third one, fear of wrongdoing.
Fear
Fourth
of wrongdoing. Energy.
Energy to abandon bad qualities and to develop good qualities. Fifth one,
Wisdom.
wisdom. Panya, knowledge of the Four Noble Truths, knowledge of the deep inner origination, knowledge of the true nature of life. So if one develops these 5 qualities, is that a poor person or a rich person?
Rich.
Very rich person. Maybe he is a homeless person in the ordinary society, but he has these 5 qualities. As Buddha concludes, he is not a poor person. He is very rich. There is a millennia or very wealthy person in the world, right? But if he doesn't have these 5 qualities, according to Buddha's enlightenment, he is not rich. He's poor, still poor. And so what are the other ways that we should avoid this danger? So first one is having these 5 qualities. What are the other ways? Not committing bad deeds with body, speech, and mind, right? And what are the other ways to avoid this danger? Hiding our bad deeds or not hiding?
Not hiding our bad
Not
deeds.
hiding the bad things. That's a very good thing to learn. Okay, we don't hide our mistakes. We go to knowledgeable friends. We go to the Bantes, and we reveal what happened. We disclose, right? We don't hide. We ask for forgiveness and we rehabilitate. We start anew with a fresh precepts, with a fresh mind. We move on. We don't hide our mistakes, and that way we can avoid this danger of falling into the most dangerous prison in the world. Okay, so do you have any questions about today's Dhamma discussion, Sutta reading, or anything you like to ask? So everybody, can everybody say sadhu and be grateful to the knowledge of the Buddha for sharing this amazing reality about the life and showing us the path to escape from this danger? Sadhu, sadhu. Any questions you'd like to ask?
Bhante,
Hmm?
what about the person who has no remorse? The person who doesn't stay up at night worrying about the bad, evil things. Where is his classification? Because there's people that, isn't there?
You mean he's not remorseful because he has not done bad deeds? That's what you say?
No, he's not remorseful. He's done bad deeds, but he's not remorseful about them. He doesn't.
Okay, so
he
according to this sutta, Buddha teaches it is impossible not to be remorseful if you have done bad deeds. Even though that person doesn't show it to others, when he is alone, he is remorseful. Because that's a natural law in this world. If you have done something wrong, if you have hurt somebody, when you are alone, you feel remorseful.
So an example, Bhante, that I would have a terrorist who kills people due to his beliefs, would they still have remorse?
Like that's what Buddha says. That's what Buddha says. So even though they don't show it, they feel remorseful for that. Maybe they are crying at night, who knows? Maybe the person who was crying before got killed, maybe his face coming to his mind, right? And not only at that time, at least just before the death, he may feel that guilty. He may feel remorseful, and that's a natural part of the natural law in the world. The evil doers feel regret and remorse in this very life, and after death they are reborn in a bad destination. That's a natural law in this world. Ida tappati, pecha tappati, papakari, ubhayat tappati. Evil doers are remorseful in this life, remorseful in the next life. Ida tappati, pecha tappati. Papakari, the evil doer, ubhayat tappati, is remorseful in both worlds. Papam me khatanti tappati, bhiyo tappati duggatin gato. Reflecting all the misdeeds he did, he feels more and more remorseful, and after being reborn in a bad world. So that is the story of an evildoer, as seen by the Buddha. And on the other hand, the other part of the natural law in this world is Ida nandati pecha nandati kata punyo ubhayatta nandati. The good doer rejoices in his good actions in this very life and in the next life. Kata punyo ubhayatta nandati. He is happy about his own good deeds in both worlds. Right? Punyang me khatanti nandati, bhiyo nandati sugatin gato. Reflecting all the good deeds he had done, he feels more and more happy once he is reborn in a heavenly world. So it's a natural law in this world, how evildoers feel and how good doers feel. Okay, Ray?
Yes, thank you, Bhante.
Very good. Any other questions? So we learned lots of beautiful things today, right?
Yes, Bante.
Amazing.
Nama Buddha.
Aina.
Yes, Nama Buddhaya Bante. I have a question like, let's see, we meet a person who doesn't have hiri and ottappa. Because this person is not a Dhamma follower or Saddha follower. Probably this person like believe in the different Saddha. So the person totally doesn't understand about hiri and ottappa. So for us, we have compassion, want to save this person's life, but probably we are not in that skill yet. So I want to get Bhante guidance. What is the best way with the wisdom? How can we help this person who doesn't have any hiri or tapa? So that's why this person do a lot of the not wrong things for his own life, in the family, or even for himself. So how should we help this person with the basic? He has no any Dhamma knowledge at all.
Okay, good. So yes, so normally we want to help people like that. We like to share the teachings with them, and we like to advise them not to do bad things, and we like to explain about bad karma to them. We like to encourage them to do good karma. That's a normal feeling of a person who already knows some Dhamma. There is no any it is not wrong. It's a very good feeling. It's a very good heart, a compassionate heart. But you have to be very careful, because you have to investigate. You have to do some research kind of thing, whether that person has this quality of listening to you, and some respect towards your guidance, your advice. Buddha teaches, if somebody is willing to hear you, you should repeatedly teach them the Dhamma. So Buddha uses that word, if somebody is willing to listen to you. That's very important. And also, sometimes we see some people try to help these people who do bad things. Unfortunately, what happens in the end is that this good person also becomes like that bad person, because he gets very close to that bad friend, because he has the intention of helping him, so he goes with him, hang out with him, and talks a lot about with him, and too much closeness, too much friendship with that person, with the intention of correcting him, but unfortunately something else happens. The person who does bad things is stronger, so instead of becoming a good person, he converts you to be a bad person. So there is that danger. So we have to find a very wise way. You have to see if that person is willing to listen to you and have some respect to your words, and you have lots of confidence that you can change that person. Like that, you have to do some research about your ability and other person's honest intention of listening to you. Okay, Aina?
Thank you, Bante.
Very good. Okay, I think now we can do the merit sharing. All right, Lenny?
Yes, Bante.
Are you happy today for organizing this program and sharing the Dhamma with all the friends?
Yes, Bante.
Okay, good.
Very good opportunity. Thank you for Anumodana Bante for the beautiful Dhamma talk this afternoon. Bante, we would like to take this opportunity to share merit with for our departed relative. We would like you to lead the prayer, Bante. GB Hong and Rudy already put their parents-in-law and all the departed family. Their names is on the screen, Bante.
Good. Okay, so let's do the merit sharing today. All the Dhamma friends gathered here with respectful hearts for the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. We observed precepts, chanted the qualities of the Triple Gem, practiced Vipassana meditation, and read the suttas, listened to the Dhamma, discussed the Dhamma, organized this program by Indonesian Buddhist Fellowship of Canada, and everybody worked together, helping each other in many ways. We generated powerful good karma, and especially Lenny, with the support of her family, organized this program with a faithful heart. So in we generated powerful good karma in these ways, and now we are going to share this merit, first of all, with our teacher, Loku Swami Nuhanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And we like to share this merit with all heavenly beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now we can share this merit with Bhikkhu, the Kalyanamitas, departed family, parents-in-law, Oi Tien Cho, Lee Sion Neo, and Oi Tong Han. Departed father, Lian Ting Kim, and with all departed relatives. We also like to share this merit with Rudy's departed family, the Kalyanamita Rudy, and parents Kacholo, Lo Ni Chong, and Meti Ku Ko Moi Siong, and also with brother Jun Kacholo. And also like to share merit with departed parents and parents-in-law, and with all departed relatives of Lenny and Frank's family. So, and with we share merit with all the departed relatives of all the Kalyanamitas mentioned here and not mentioned here. So by the power of this good karma, may all of these departed parents, brothers, and all the relatives enjoy happiness and peace wherever they are, and get the opportunity to escape from suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And we especially share merit with Kalyanamita Leni and her family for organizing this program. And we bless you by the power of this Dhammadana, powerful good karma. May everybody in your family enjoy long life, good health, happiness, and peace. May all of your lives be protected by Devas. We also share merit with all the members of the Indonesian Buddhist Fellowship of Canada, the president, and all the other office bearers and the members and all the Kalyanamitas who joined today's Dhammadana program. And by the power of this good karma, may all of them enjoy long life, good health, happiness, and peace. May all of them have more opportunities to share these beautiful teachings with all beings and make powerful good karma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, Leni, now we can do the verses, chanting the verses of asking for forgiveness. So to worship Bhante, say after me. First, we are going to chant the Kamavacha. Let's chant together. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang Acchayam kamame bhante bhuri panya tathagata. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang Acchayam kamame dhamma sanditthika akalika. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang Acchayam kamame sangha punyaketang anuttara. Sadhu, sadhu. Abhivadana silisa nichang madhavachayino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukham balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha atho nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
O Kasavanti
Sukhi.
Maya
kata punya
samyana
anumoditabang
Sadhu, sadhu anumodami.
samina katang punya maya katabang
Sadhu, sadhu anumodit.
sadhu, sadhu anumodami. O Kasadara katang sabang acchayang kamate bante
Amami Kamitaba.
Oka Sakamami Tatiyampi Oka Sakamami Bante Tatiyampi Oka Sakamami Bante
Sukhi Hotu, Dukkha Muchantu. May the triple gem bless you all. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. Thank you, Bante.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Dana Bante.
Sukhi Hotu.
Bante. Thank you.
Sukhi.
Thank you, Bante. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dani.